know you're probably wondering why I'm wearing what I'm wearing, and I know you're getting Prince vibes, but I will not be singing Prince today. No, I am actually, you know what? Let me give you a hint. Never gonna be president now, never gonna be president now. This is a history lesson, a hip-hop lesson, and a lesson in what diversity can actually look like. This is the Broadway musical hit, Alexander Hamilton. Fun fact, this uber popular musical is right across the street from my own musical, Tina, the Tina Turner musical. So I was never able to physically go and see the show because it played on the same days and nights as my own show. But now that it was released on Disney Plus due to COVID-19, I was able to see it at least 10 times. I'm always finding different nuances and every time I see it. Maybe it's an inflection in the performer's voice or a movement by the dancers ensemble. This is arguably Lin-Manuel Miranda's best work, his magnum opus. So I love how he mirrors his musical influences into this great work. Like the Jefferson and Hamilton battle, where Jefferson says, and if you don't know, now you know, his notorious B.I.G. reference. And in the Skye sisters, Beyonce countdown reference, where Beyonce says, me and my boo, boo, riding. And the Skye sisters say, 2 weeks later in the living room stressing. They're in Helpless. And I'm loving the mysterious vibe I'm getting from Leslie Odom Jr.'s The Room Where It Happens. I mean, no one wants to be left out. Everyone wants to know what's in the sauce. And this musical is really bringing a lot of new history fans. I mean, it's such an amazing musical. And it has it all. I mean, this musical has won like 11 Tonys, and 12 is the record. That's a lot of Tonys. I mean, can you imagine? Anyway, back to the subject of why this is a Broadway production I love. I'm gonna sing a song today from one of my favorites. It's called Satisfied, and it's one of my favorites because Angelica is such a great sister, and she's always looking out for her sisters, kind of like I want to be to my brother and sister. So without further ado, a toast to the groom, to the groom, to the groom, to the groom, to the bride, to the bride, to the bride, to the bride, from your sister, Angelica, Angelica, who's always by your side. To the union, to the revolution, to the hope that you provide. You provide. Always satisfied. Rewind, rewind, wind, 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 rewind, wind, wind, wind. Helpless, Skye, 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 Skye. Helpless, drowning. Drowning. I remember that night, I just might. Rewind. I remember that night, I just might. Rewind. I remember that night, I remember that. I remember that night, I just might regret that night for the rest of my days. I remember those soldier boys tripping over themselves just to win our praise. I remember that dream like candlelight, like a dream that you can't quite place. But Alexander, I'll never forget the first time I saw your face. I've never been the same. Intelligent eyes and a hunger pain frame. And when you said hi, I forgot my dang name. Set my heart aflame, every part aflame. This is not a game. You strike me as a woman who has never been satisfied. I'm sure I don't know what you mean. You forget yourself. You're like me. I'm never satisfied. Is that right? I'm never satisfied. My name is Angelica Schuyler. Alexander Hamilton. Where's your family from? Unimportant, there's a million things I haven't done. But just you wait, just you wait. So this is what it feels like to match wits with someone at your level. What the heck is a cat? Just the feeling of freedom, of seeing the light. Ben Franklin with the key and the kite. You see it, right? The conversation lasted 2 minutes, maybe 3 minutes. Everything we said in total agreement. It's a dream and it's a bit of a dance. A bit of a posture, it's a bit of a stance. He's a bit of a flirt, but I'm gonna give it a chance. Asked about his family, did you see his answer? His stand started fidgeting and looked askance. He's pinnately flying by the seat of his pants. Handsome boy, does he know it? Peach fuzz and he can't even grow it. I want to take him far away from this place and then I turn and see my sister's face, and she is
helpless.
And I know she is
helpless.
And her eyes are just
helpless.
Then I realized 3 fundamental truths at the exact exact same time.
Where are you taking me?
I'm about to change your life.
Then by all means, lead the way. Number 1.
I'm a girl in a world in which my only job is to marry rich. My father has no son, so I'm the one who has the social climb for one. So the oldest and wittiest and the gossip in New York City is insidious. And Alexander is pitiless. Oh, that doesn't mean I want a man any less.
Elizabeth Schuyler, pleasure to meet you. Schuyler?
My sister. Number 2. He's after me because I'm a scholar sister. The Elvis status side. Have to be naive to set that aside. Maybe that is why I introduced him to Eliza. Now that's his bride. Nice going, Angelica. He was right. You will never be satisfied.
Thank you for all your service. If it takes fighting a war for us to meet, it will have been worth it.
I'll leave you to it.
Number 3.
I know my sister like I know my own mind. You will never find anyone as trusting or as kind. If I tell her that I love him, she'd be silently resigned. He'd be mine. She would say I'm fine, she'd be lying. But when I fantasize at night, it's Alexander's eyes. As I romanticize what might have been if I hadn't sized him up so quickly. At least my dear Eliza's his wife. At least I keep his eyes in my life. To the groom!
To the groom! To the groom! To the groom!
To the bride!
To the bride! To the bride! To the bride!
Sister!
Angelica, Angelica!
Always by your side.
To the union! To the revolution!
Know that you provide.
You provide! You provide!
Satisfied. And I know she'll be happy as his bride. And I know he will never be satisfied. I will never be satisfied. So if you were fortunate enough to see this in theaters or not, or have seen it on Disney Plus like me, or have listened to the soundtrack over and over again like me, you would know how amazing Renee Elise Goldsberry is, and the rest of the Hamilton cast too. I mean, they're amazing together. Anyway, don't forget to like and subscribe and let me know down in the comments what your favorite Hamilton song is. Is it Leslie Odom Jr.'s Room Where It Happened? Or maybe it's Philippa Sue's Helpless? Or maybe it's even Renee Elise Goldsberry's Satisfied? Or Right Hand Man by Christopher Jackson? Let me know